Good morning, good people of St. Bart's. My name is Beth Beall. I am the director of a San Diego-based nonprofit that's called the Vida Joven Foundation. And at Vida Joven Foundation, we are passionate about caring for orphaned children in Baja, Mexico, from Tijuana all the way south of Ensenada. And I'm so pleased that one of your parishioners now serves on our board of directors so we can form a closer friendship. That parishioner is Jim Grandinetti. And this morning, another board member of Vida Joven is here, Jill Sugar. So feel free to talk with her afterward if you would like. So St. Bart's, we are one of your outreach ministry partners. And together, we're currently partnering with 6 orphanages in Baja. Over the past year, as Mother Nina said, you all have been collecting long johns and diapers for children at 2 of those orphanages. And I cannot wait to put your gifts in the hands of the orphanage directors. Thanks for your kindness. So St. Bart's, at all of our orphanages, and when I say ours, I mean ours. These are your orphanages. At all of our orphanages, we are there month in and month out. We are there building relationships with the orphanage staff and the children. We are there providing much needed funding. We are there doing everything we can to serve these children of God. Children who have been born into hard and dangerous lives. Children in need of the kind of safety and love that I know you offer here. St. Bart's, the children at all of our orphanages need the welcome and safety that you seek to incarnate. And I think that's probably one of the reasons we are becoming good friends, your parish and Vida Joven Foundation. We care about the same things. We care about giving a genuine welcome and a sense of belonging to everyone who needs it. We care about offering safety and protection. Our psalm this morning, verses 7 and 8, and I paraphrase, says, God, show me your unrelenting compassion. You are the one who gives refuge. You give protection and safety to those who are in danger. Don't let me out of your sight. Keep me, please, as the apple of your eye. Hide me under your feathers. Well, I invite you to let those words from the psalm reverberate in your hearts and your minds as you look upon this picture that I think the ushers were passing out, so I hope you got it. The words from our psalm could be the prayer of this little boy. His name is Angel. Angel was born in Tijuana, Mexico. His mom and his dad both battled the demons of drug addiction. Angel was born HIV positive and without access to the medication that he needed. The home Angel was born into was not a safe home. It was a violent home. He was not born into a home that was a refuge for him. This baby boy was not the apple of anyone's eye. Family members physically abused and hurt and denigrated this child over and over again. When Angel was just 3 years old, his mom died of AIDS. This child remained with relatives, and the abuse continued. So by the time he was 5, that little boy you can look at, he was spending as much time as possible on the streets. He wasn't going to school, of course, because school is a luxury when you're focused on survival. One day, an angel, in the guise of a caring police officer, saw Angel wandering the streets during school hours. Angel was 8 years old then. This child was skinny and hungry and angry and sick and afraid. Angel cried to the police officer, "Don't take me home, please, please, don't take me home." Home was not a safe place for this child. Some of you know what that is like. Fortunately, that police officer believed Angel. The officer took the little boy to social services. A social worker formally removed Angel from his home as an investigation got underway. Well, that social worker learned that this child was HIV positive. And that's when she picked up the phone and called Eunime Orphanage. Eunime. Eunime. And why did she call Eunime? Because their mission is to care for abandoned and abused children who are HIV positive and or who have been affected by AIDS. And St. Bart's, Eunime, is one of our partner orphanages. It is part of the Vida Joven Foundation family of orphanages. When that social worker took 8-year-old Angel to Eunime that day, the doors of the orphanage swung open. A bit like wings, no? "Shelter me under your wings, O God." Those doors swung open that day to receive Angel only because your parish and others throughout this diocese and beyond, you provide funding and prayers to make sure that orphanage stays open for children like Angel. When Angel arrived at the orphanage that day, he was suffering, as you can imagine, from severe malnourishment. His frail body showed signs of the abuse he had endured. And on top of all of this, Angel was desperately in need of medication to treat the HIV virus in his body. There were skin infections on his body. Here again, our reading from the Psalms. You, O God, are the one who gives refuge. You give safety to those in danger. Don't let me out of your sight, please. Keep me as the apple of your eye. Keep me safe, God, in your care. Those words are Angel's prayer to God. And you, St. Bart's, you are an answer to that prayer. At the orphanage, Angel started to go to school for the first time in his life. He was put on the same dietary and medication regimen as all the other children, all of whom are HIV positive. Lots of healthy food to build up his immune system, regular blood work. Fast forward 3 years to today, and the picture you have is how little Angel looks today. He is 11 years old now. He is so incredibly friendly and chatty and sweet, and he loves karate. This child still bears on his body, of course, and in his psyche, the scars of his earlier suffering. You and I, we can't undo the horrific things that happened to Angel in the past, just like we can't undo the horrific things that have happened to any of those whom we love. But now, Angel is at Eunime Orphanage. He is at your orphanage, St. Bart's. Because of your care and your support, Angel has found refuge there, under the shelter of God's strong wings. Today, just as we are gathered here, Angel is waking up at the orphanage. He'll have a healthy breakfast to eat. He'll watch some dumb TV. Today he will be well fed. Today he will get the medication he needs. Today there will be vigilant and caring staff keeping this little boy as the apple of their eye. All of this is only possible, St. Bart's, because when you hear the cry of a child like Angel, you say, "On our watch, dear child, you will not live on the streets. On our watch, Angel, you will not be abused. On our watch, you will not go hungry. On our watch, the doors of your orphanage will remain open. As long as you are here, child, you will remain under the shelter of our wings." As part of your spiritual practice, St. Bart's, I invite you to continue to be part of God's holy and healing and helping work with these children. Because in this hard and heartbreaking world, God's healing really is still on the move, flowing through you. Thanks be to God. And thanks be to you. Thanks be to you. Thanks be to you. Amen.